Hello, my friends, and greetings from Southern Oregon. My name is David Gordon. For all of my adult life, I have been singing Bach's music and writing about him and lecturing about him, but I'm here tonight to talk about beer. In 18th century Europe, water was a beverage of absolute last resort. Most people chose to go thirsty rather than risk illness by drinking plain water. And what was the primary beverage for people of all ages back then? It was beer. The brewing process eliminates the pathogens in the water, and the alcohol discourages bacterial growth for a while, so beer is safe to drink. Aren't you glad to know that? The alcohol content was much lower then than it is now, and beer was drunk at every meal by people of all ages. Let me give you an example of how beer was kind of a part of daily life back then. In his 20s, Bach was a musician in the orchestra of the Duke of Weimar, and his annual salary for that job was 150 florins in cash, 18 bushels of wheat, 12 bushels of barley, 4 cords of firewood, and 30 buckets of beer. While working there in Weimar, Bach made a business trip to the city of Halle. After he returned, he submitted a receipt for his expenses. During his 2-week stay at the Inn of the Golden Ring, he was billed for 32 quarts of beer. That's an average of 2.3 quarts per day. His receipt also included substantial amounts for brandy, tobacco, and snuff. The Bach family apartment was in the St. Thomas School where Bach was director of music. It was a boarding school, and in the dormitory, the boys either went thirsty or they drank water that was kept in jugs on the dormitory shelves. The water was dirty and dusty, and it was contaminated, and so the good city council of Leipzig had a new cellar built under the St. Thomas School to store barrels of beer for the students. Wealthy donors funded a regular supply of beer for the school and also donated 55 drinking mugs, one for each student. The school decreed that for the main meal every Sunday, each pupil would be given about 1.5 pints of regular Leipzig beer. During the rest of the week, the pupils could consume as much as they wanted of a special lower alcohol beer called Kofent. This apparently is my Kofent. It's a lovely German beer with very little alcohol, but my toast to you all is full of spirit. Here's to the Bach Society of St. Louis, here's to Bach, and here's to beer. Ich wünsche uns allen ein sehr baldiges Wiedersehen. Inzwischen, Prosit, zum Wohle.